I wrote 1,000 lines in blue. Every word was carved for you. Page by page, year by year, only your name ever appeared. I kept my heart between the lines, thinking someday you'd read mine. But you were just passing through while I wrote a line about you. I filled the margins with your smile, the little things that made it worthwhile. The way you laughed, the shoes you wore, the way you left without a word. Every glance I wrote it down like ink could keep you hanging round. But love, it fades from spoken truth, not from a book no one gave to you. And maybe you were never mine, but that didn't stop my hand from trying. I pressed your name on every line like prayers the sky keeps denying. I wrote 1,000 lines in blue. Every word was carved for you. Page by page, year by year, only your name ever appeared. I kept my heart between the lines, thinking someday you'd read mine. But you were just passing through while I wrote a line about you. I never dared to let you see the diary you meant to me. The pages curled with every tear, but still I wrote you year to year. You loved your world, I loved your face. You moved ahead, I stayed in place. And now this book, it weighs like stone, a story built by one alone. Would you have cared if you had known, or tossed it like a broken poem? Was I just chapters you outgrew while I made volumes out of you? I wrote 1,000 lines in blue. Every word was carved for you. Page by page, thought it was fate. Turns out I was just too late. I kept my soul beneath each line, hoping someday you'd call it mine. But hearts don't wait and dreams fall through, so now I close the book on you. You said my love was all you need, but now I see that hearts just bleed. Truth and tears don't guarantee that someone stays or loves like me. I gave it all, still came up short. You walked away without remorse, 'cause love's not built on honesty. It's just the entry, not the key. I stayed through storms, through darkest nights. I held your hand when you lost fights. I kissed the pain you tried to hide. Still watched you slip from by my side. You told me I was all you had, but loyalty don't count for that. You want the thrill, the mystery, not quiet love and certainty. I brought my soul, you brought your mask. I thought we'd make forever last, but fairy tales don't pay the rent, and love, it fades when you forget. You said my love was all you need, but now I see that hearts just bleed. Truth and tears don't guarantee that someone stays or loves like me. I gave it all, still came up short. You walked away without remorse, 'cause love's not built on honesty. It's just the entry, not the key. You want the chase, the fire, the fall, not someone who would risk it all. You wanna win, not build a life. You crave the high, not stay and fight. So here I am, still wondering why. My heart was truth, but truth can lie. And in your world of maybes, games, real love just never earns a name. So don't you dare come back again when thrill runs out and you need friends. I'm not your fallback, not your cure. I gave my best, won't give you more. You said my love was all you need, but now I see that hearts just bleed. Truth and tears don't guarantee that someone stays or loves like me. I gave it all, still came up short. You walked away without remorse. So take your lies, your memory, 'cause real love's not your currency. At least we met, that's more than most. Even if we couldn't hold it close, we had a spark, we shared the sky, and not our love was meant to fly. We didn't end with shattered hearts, just drifted off to different parts. No fairy tales, but no regrets. It's not forever, but it's the best. You came like spring into my days, with careless laughs and quiet grace. We danced through nights we can't replay, but damn, we lived them all the way. I still recall your favorite song, the way you hummed, then sang along. And though the road turned separate ways, I still would choose you anyway. We weren't a perfect kind of love, but what we had, it was enough. If happy ends were not our fate, at least the start was worth the wait. At least we met, that's more than most. Even if we couldn't hold it close, we had a spark, we shared the sky, and not our love was meant to fly. We didn't end with shattered hearts, just drifted off to different parts. No fairy tales, but no regrets. It's not forever, but it's the best. I sometimes see you in my dreams, still just as soft, still 17. And though we grew and time moved on, a part of me still hears your song. No bitter words, no one to blame. We loved, we lost, we're not the same. But if I could go back again, I'd love you twice and lose you then. Some stories aren't meant to last, but that don't make them any less. Even a flicker in the dark can leave a mark, can light a heart. At least we met, and that was real. Even if we missed the deal, we touched the moon, we kissed the rain, we made it through without the pain. So here's to us, to what we had, to every good and not so bad. No lasting vows, no final set, but still I'm glad we ever met. You were the best when I was lost. I found myself, but at what cost? The version of you I needed then was gone by the time I learned to bend. We were both right, just not in time. We bloomed on opposite sides of life. So here's my heart, just not to keep. Some love's too far, some cuts too deep. You held me when I couldn't breathe, but I was too young to ever see that love like yours was rare to find. And I let go before it shined. Then years went on, I grew, I healed. I learned to say the things I feel. But when I turned around to show, you'd gone ahead too far to know. We're perfect now, but not in sync. Like stars that pass, but never link. I chased the light, you chased the dawn. By the time I caught it, you were gone. You were the best when I was lost. I found myself, but at what cost? The version of you I needed then was gone by the time I learned to bend. We were both right, just not in time. We bloomed on opposite sides of life. So here's my heart, just not to keep. Some love's too far, some cuts too deep. If this was fate, it came too late. Two hearts that met but missed the gate. You smiled like you still knew my name, but time had changed the rules, the game. I looked at you, you looked ahead. We spoke in words we never said. Then silence fell like autumn leaves, and I knew we'd only ever leave. So I won't beg and I won't run. Some stories end before they're done. We met too early, healed too slow. Now all that's left is letting go. You were the best I ever knew, but life had plans that didn't choose. The rightest love can come too soon and leave us staring at the moon. We grew, we changed, became our best, but never in the same address. So here's my hand and one last breath. Goodbye to love that never left. I loved you like a silent song, too soft to notice, too deep, too long. It wasn't loud, it wasn't right, just swallowed whole night after night. I bent my spine to match your skies, smiled through the ache behind my eyes. This love became a ritual sin, too quiet to lose, too loud to win. You never asked, but I still stayed, like shadow light beneath your shade. You laughed, I learned to hide my cries. To love you was to memorize the space you left between your words, the way you looked but never heard. I made excuses for your eyes, pretending I was not denied. I stitched your name beneath my skin, a prayer, a curse, a bleeding hymn. And every time you passed me by, I called it fate, I called it mine. I loved you like a silent song, too soft to notice, too deep, too long. It wasn't loud, it wasn't right, just swallow whole night after night. I bent my spine to match your skies, smiled through the ache behind my eyes. learn to live without a voice, to be a choice without the choice. I held my breath so you could shine, forgot my name to mirror mine. They say to heal, you must let go, but I don't know what I don't know. I fed on hope, starved on regret, a habit love won't let forget. It's not devotion, it's disease. I bow, you stand, I beg you leave. Even if you turn to see, you'd find a ghost that once was me. I loved you like a silent song, too soft to fight, too deep, too wrong. You'll never know what I became, a burning heart with someone else's name. I kissed the floor you walked upon, till even tears forgot to come. This isn't love, it's something sick, but I still crave it, brick by brick. Loving you was never wrong. Right and wrong don't make love strong. You fit my heart but not my days, and all we build still fades away. Turns out it's not just how it feels, but if the future's even real, like belong and meant to be. There are three things love don't guarantee. We laugh like fire, burn like youth, but sparks can't hold it to the truth. You like my soul, I loved your face, but timing kills what hearts embrace. You weren't cruel, I wasn't fake, we just both bend until we break. It's not a fight, it's not a crime, just love that lost its place in time. I wish that one could make it work, that holding on could fix the hurt, but even soulmates come undone when life and love don't move. Loving you was never wrong. Right and wrong don't make love strong. You fit my heart but not my days, and all we build still fades away. Turns out it's not just how it feels, but if the future's even real, like belonging meant to be. There are three things love don't guarantee. You like my mind, I knew your fears, but closeness doesn't last for years. We walked in sync, then lost the beat. Now memory's the only heat. We said forever, meant it too, but me and you needs more than truth. It needs a place, it needs a time. We just ran out of both lines. So maybe love was not a lie, just not enough to make us try. We didn't fail, we just outgrew what once was magic, wild and true. Still haunts my sleep, but love like ours just couldn't keep. You were the song, I was the rhyme, but lyrics fade when lost in time. It's not your fault, it's not on me. Some things are meant to ever be. Love enough eternity. Three different things, none guarantee. I say I'm fine, I say I'm done. Act like losing you is fun. Wear my silence like a crown, pretend I meant to let you down. But truth is loud behind my pride. I hoped you'd see through every lie. This chill I fake so perfectly was just a mask to make you see me. I roll my eyes eyes like I don't care, like I forgot the way you stared. I post some quote about the pain, just vague enough to dodge the blame. I laugh too hard, I sleep too late. I let the coffee blur the weight, but under all my sweet revenge, I crave a fight that never ends. You call me distant, call me cold, but babe, I just don't wanna fold. If I look soft, would you have stayed? So now I freeze what could have saved. I say I'm fine, I say I'm done. Act like losing you was fun. Wear my silence like a crown. Pretend I meant to let you down. But truth is loud behind my pride. I hope you see through every lie. This chill I fake so perfectly was just a mask to make you see me. I throw away the gifts you gave, then dig them out the very same. I tell my friends I feel set free, then stalk your feed obsessively. You think I moved, you think I'm gone, but I just play like nothing's wrong. And if you knocked right on my door, I'd melt like I've done before. So don't believe the cold I wear, it's just a code for thin despair. If love means losing face again, then let me lose, just come and stay. I say I'm fine, I say I'm done. Like loving you was just for fun. I drop your name like it's a joke, but every word still makes me choke. This isn't strength, this isn't peace. It's just a storm I can't release. So if I freeze, don't let me be. Come break the ice you made in me. They say friends is where love starts, but I was never built for half a heart. Smiling wide while breaking down, standing close just to drown. You call me best, I bite my tongue. This kind of love just leaves you numb. You say I'm glad we're close enough, but close was never close enough. I held your tears like they were mine, watch you fall for him time after time. You told me secrets in the dark, well, I stitched silence through my heart. You laughed and said we're meant to be, but only platonically. And every word just sealed my fate, to love you quietly and wait. How long can someone love and hide before the mask begins to slide? Before I'm fine becomes a scream, and friends turns into a broken dream. They say friends is where love starts, but I was never built for half a heart. Smiling wide while breaking down, standing close just to drown. You call me best, I bite my tongue. This kind of love just leaves you numb. You say I'm glad we're close enough, but close was never close enough. I saw your eyes light up for him, while mine stayed dim, pushed to the brim. You asked me why I never date, as if I wasn't at your gate. You text me late, I always come, but I'm the safe one, not the one. And all this time you never knew I wasn't proud, just being true. I don't want halfway, don't want fake. I want a love that doesn't break. I want your kiss, not your advice. I want your name to mean mine twice. They say friends is where love grows, but mine's been full, God only knows. I can't keep pretending this is fine. I can't stay trapped I tell my friends to walk away if someone made them feel this way. I spot the red, I cut the ties, say love that hurts is built on lies. But when it's me, I can't let go. I chase the echoes, sing too low. I break my rules so easily. I see the truth in everyone but me. You left your text unread for days, then smiled like I should feel okay. I counted hours like they mattered, while you just watched the silence shatter. If this were someone else's fight, I'd tell them, girl, just get it right. But I stay stuck inside your thread, unraveling what's in my head. You brushed me off, I called it rain. You heard me soft, I named it pain. And every time I try to leave, I trip on things I still believe. I tell my friends to walk away if someone made them feel this way. I'd spot the red, I'd cut the ties, say love that hurts is built on lies. But when it's me, I can't let go. I chase the echoes, sing too low. I break my rules so easily. I see the truth in everyone but me. You never promised, never stayed. You took and left, but I still prayed. I held on tight to half a word, as if that half was all I heard. I tell a stranger, know your worth. But when it's me, I dig through dirt, looking for clues in what you said, while bleeding from what went unsaid. I play therapist in love's disguise, solving hearts except for mine. Smart with facts, dumb with hope, swinging wild on a fraying rope. I tell my friends to walk away, but I keep begging you to stay. I know the signs, I wrote the guide, yet here I am, still on your side. I'd burn the bridge for someone else, but stay and drown all by myself. I preach escape so endlessly, but I save the change when it's for me. Whether I lost you or never had you, the ache still cuts my chest in two. There's no discount on the kind of hurt when all you are is just unheard. Whether you left or never came, my heart still burns, it breaks the same. You don't have to walk away to leave me in this kind of pain. I see you smile at someone new, like I was there, you once blew through. I never touched, I never kissed, but somehow still it's you I missed. They say no love should hurt this deep, but I lost you in my own sleep. You were a dream I never caught, and still I'm bleeding like I fought. It's not the past that haunts me now, it's what we never were somehow. Regret for things that never bloom still fills 1,000 empty rooms. Whether I lost you or never had you, the ache still cuts my chest in two. There's no discount on the kind of hurt when all you are is just unheard. Whether you left or never came, my heart still burns, it breaks the same. You don't have to walk away to leave me in this kind of pain. I wasn't yours, but I still fell. You never lied, but I made hell out of the silence. in between the almost ends and the might have beens. I wear your name beneath my breath, a soft goodbye with no real death. You don't remember what we missed, but I still ache for what didn't exist. So don't just say it's not that deep when I still cry wordlessly. What we weren't still left a stain. A ghost can hurt like living flesh. Whether I lost you or never had you, this love still tears my soul in two. It doesn't matter what we were, it hurts like hell, and that's for sure. You don't have to break my heart to rip it slowly all apart. It's not the loss that makes it rain, it's wanting more and loving vain. I don't need Paris, don't need stars, just coffee stains and midnight cars. I want a love that's warm, not grand, with dirty jokes and holding hands. Give me your thoughts, your open mind, then let's forget the world outside. If being basic means we're true, then let me be ordinary with you. We talk about the books we hate, then argue over breakfast plates. You roll your eyes, I steal your fries. We laugh till one of us just cries. You quote some poet no one's read, then kiss me soft and shake your head. You say we're weird but kinda great, and I just call that perfect fate. We don't need fireworks to shine, we write our magic line by line. No metaphors, just simple proof that loving you's my deepest truth. I don't need Paris, don't need stars, just coffee stains and midnight cars. I want a love that's warm, not grand, with dirty jokes and holding hands. Give me your thoughts, your open mind, then let's forget the world outside. If being basic means we're true, then let me be ordinary with you. Fix the bulb, I fold the sheets, we turn our chaos into beats. We don't impress, we just exist in all the ways most lovers miss. No perfect photos, no loud cheers, just daily love that grows through years. I don't want poems carved in stone, just texts that say come home, I'm home. You with your brilliance and your flaws, you with no filters, no applause. You make this messy world feel new by making space for something true. I don't need Paris, don't need stars, just empty cups and midnight cars. We make the mundane feel brand new, like love songs humming in shampoo. So if this life is all we get, let's make it real and not regret. The happiest thing I ever knew was being boring next to you. I never burned your letters down, they're tucked away, just not around. I didn't curse you when you left, but silence screamed inside my chest. I didn't let the memories fade, but I stopped counting every day. Some things you never quite erase, you just don't speak, don't show the place. I still remember how you laughed, still hear your name in songs that pass. I see your face in subway glass. but I don't chase, I let it last. I've told myself 1,000 lies, like I'm okay, like time just flies. But healing isn't clean or kind, it's hiding scars you've underlined. You're not gone from me for real, I just stopped saying how I feel. It's not forgiveness, not regret, it's learning how to not forget. I never burned your letters down, they're tucked away, just not around. I didn't curse you when you left, but silence screamed inside my chest. I didn't let the memories fade, but I stopped counting every day. Some things you never quite erase, you just don't speak, don't show the place. I walk the streets we used to know, but now I take the longer road. I see the cafe where we sat and nod then pass, no looking back. I don't pretend it meant much less, I simply learned to feel it less. And if you asked, I'd never lie, I kept your name, I just don't cry. I won't forget, I won't forgive, I'll just continue how I live. And though you're part of every part, you're just a shadow in my heart. I never said goodbye out loud, but that don't mean I'm lost or proud. I carry love like folded notes, unread, untouched, but still it floats. I never left what we went through, I just stopped tying it to you. Some stories never really die, they just grow quiet in the mind. Thanks for the glimpse, for the perfect view, for letting me think I could deserve you. You gave me heaven just to tease, then slammed the gates and kept the keys. You let me taste, then pulled the plate and told me hunger was my fate. You made me dream, that made it clear that dream was never meant for here. You let me feel what love could be, then whispered not for you, not me. You dressed me up in golden light, then left me stranded in the night. I used to smile at little things, now nothing small can mean a thing when you have seen the perfect flame. How do you warm with lesser names? It's not the loss that breaks me down, it's that you showed me what I found, then took it back with quiet pride, like I was wrong to even try. Thanks for the glimpse, for the perfect view, for letting me think I could deserve you. You gave me heaven just to tease, then slammed the gates and kept the keys. You let me taste, then pulled the plate and told me hunger was my fate. You made me dream, then made it clear that dream was never meant for here. Now every smile feels counterfeit, 'cause yours was real then gone like mist. I scroll through joy I can't believe, comparing ghosts I can't retrieve. You didn't break my heart and go, you let it bloom then told me no, that's worse than leaving from the start. You watched me grow, then picked apart. If you had never let me see what I could be, who I could be, I'd still be whole, I'd still be blind. But now I ache for what's not mine. Thanks for the glimpse, for the cruel parade of what could have been but wasn't made. You raised me high just for the fall, then said it never was yours at all. You gave me light, then left me dark, with just the echo of the spark. So next time don't pretend to care, just leave me blind, it's only fair.
There's no such thing as what if now. We missed the train, can't change the route, but there are buts in every line. Like we were close, or we had time. Know if we met when hearts were right. Know if you stayed, know if I tried. But still I feel in every cut there's no more if, just too much but. You smiled like we could fix the world. I believed like every girl, but then you blinked and time moved on, and suddenly the magic's gone. We didn't fight, we didn't burn, we just forgot the way to turn. And though I act like I'm okay, I still replay what you don't say. If I were braver, if you'd asked, if we had dropped the broken mast. But if it's gone, it's not allowed, just but we almost echoing loud. There's no such thing as what if now. The clocks don't tick for lost vows, but there are buts like hidden knives that cut through all our separate lives. But you were close, but we were near. But love don't always persevere. So here I am, alone as such. No more if, just too much but. I see you sometimes in the street. Pretend my heart don't miss a beat. We nod like strangers, once were friends, and carry on like stories end. But in my mind, I pause the scene and edit in what might have been. Like if you stayed, or if I spoke another life we never wrote. And it's not fair, but that's the rule. The world don't bend for hearts or fools. You can't rewind what slipped through hands, but you can drown in second chance. There's no such thing as what if now, just but we tried and not sure how. But I still smile at how it felt and cry for things we never dealt. But you were real and I was too, but timing wasn't made for two. So let this love fade in the dust. No more if, just endless but.
I saw you there beneath the moon, so close but gone a breath too soon. You never knew and never will that every glance could make me still. I watched you like a fading flame, no voice, no claim, not even name. I felt your world, but from afar, like chasing shadows through a star. Traced your steps with silent eyes and learned your laugh, your quiet sighs. I memorized your 7-10, the way you held your books, your pen. I never spoke, I never stared, but every thought was only you laid bare. And when you passed, the air would shift, a scent, a light, a secret gift. That can't consume. I saw you once and that was fate, not meant to change, not meant to wait, just meant to feel and never hold, a story whispered, never told. And if you ever feel a breeze that feels like longing in the trees, it